Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. There is this wonderful opportunity to relocate via education route and it's a fully funded scholarship. The scholarship we are going to be looking at today it's both fully funded and partial funded scholarship. There is no application fee guys. You can easily complete this application in less than 10 minutes, in fact in less than 5 minutes, if you have all your application material. All you are doing is sending your document like an email. So you are sending all your document via email rather. So this is a fully funded scholarship. You don't bug yourself about tuition fee, about what do you call it, accommodation. All those things are provided for you. So, guys, why not take the opportunity to apply for this particular program? They have two intakes by September and by January. Of course, the deadline for the September has passed. So if you submit your application now, you hear your decision around December thereabout, and towards December we'll check it together. And my advice is that you submit your application as quickly as possible. So guys, we'll go straight into the video for today. But before then, I want to say a big thank you to all my new subscribers, my returning subscribers, all those of you that have been engaging with my videos. You guys are awesome. Thanks a lot. To those of you visiting my channel for the first time, my name is Felix. On this channel, I talk about opportunities abroad. I talk about relocating abroad via education route and via occasionally via work route. I talk about fully funded scholarship, partial scholarships, no tuition universities, cheap universities, budget-friendly countries, and all the good stuff that you're in search of. So I want to encourage you to join the family by hitting on the subscribe button. It's simple and it's free. When you do so, you join the list of those that receives notification each time I upload a new video. Thanks as you do so. Okay, guys, so the scholarship we are going to be looking at today is specifically for undergraduate applicants. So, for masters and postgraduate, this does not really concern you. However, if you have someone that is looking for undergraduate admission, I want to encourage you to forward this link to them so that they can benefit from this information as well. So, thank you as you do so. Uh, this particular scholarship we are going to be considering today is called the Tondok Tang University, or let's just maintain TDTU. Okay, so and they are accepting application now for 2024/2025 session. So they have different types of programs. They have undergraduate programs that are taught in Vietnamese. Yes, this scholarship, this university is located in Vietnam. So I'm going to right click on this so we could check out the programs that are done in Vietnam. Of course, if you are applying for a program that is taught in Vietnam or in Vietnamese, you have to have a proficiency certificate in Vietnamese. However, if you don't need to worry yourself. Uh, Part of the scholarship, inclusive in the scholarship, is a 1 year training for Vietnamese. So you can actually apply for programs that are taught in Vietnamese. Then we also have a good number of programs that are taught in English language. I'm going to click that. And of course, if you're applying to an English language program, you have to have a proficiency certificate in English language as well. Then they have the joint training undergraduate program. So please, for if you want to do a joint training, maybe you school in Vietnam and you do the rest of your complete your study in Australia, please click here. I will not be focusing on this. However, I encourage you to check them out yourself. So the study duration is 4 years, but for pharmacy, if you are going to be studying pharmacy, is 5 years. Okay. Then 1 year of Vietnamese language study if applicant enroll in programs taught in Vietnamese. I've already explained this, so there's no need to take that again. So I will encourage some of us to you can apply for your scholarship in Vietnamese language and take the language class. Uh, I don't know if it's going to give you an upper hand. I just think so naturally that it might. And Of course, if your program is not taught in English, if the program you desire to study is not done in English but in Vietnamese, you may either switch program to a course done in English, or you choose to take the Vietnamese language. Learning the Vietnamese language is an added advantage to your CV. So if there's any reason I'm going to recommend that, that's the major reason. So your academic, the eligibility for application is the academic requirement. They said your high school diploma or equivalent, uh, the graduation must be from 2022 to 2024. So for those of us that graduated below 2022, you are not eligible for this particular application. Then your CGPA, your GPA has to be 6.5 all over 10. I believe most of us is going to, of course, our GPA should exceed this. Then for those applying for pharmacy, it has to be 7.0 all over 10. So the language proficiency, I've already talked about this, so I'm not going to waste time with that. I'll just click on this equivalent. They said you have to have an IELTS with at least 5.5 or equivalent. Please, I'll click here and open in a new tab. Then for pharmacy, you can see it here. The GPA is 7 all over 10. So I'm going to, they say for the major of architecture, graphic design, interior design, fashion design, and industrial design, applicants are required to take the aptitude assessment test. Okay, so if you are applying for any of these programs, please uh, click on this link to check out instruction on the aptitude assessment test. Don't worry, I'm going to put this link in the description box. Then I'm going to open this admission procedure in a new tab. I will open this application form and document in a new tab. Then I'll open the scholarship announcement in a new tab, so that this, they said for September, it is closed already. It started 4th of 8th of April, and it's closed 15th of July for those for September intake. While for January, the application started on okay, the application is from 25th, so you have to start sending your email from 25th of August to 20th of October 2024. Okay, so they said the result notification will be sent to eligible applicant via email in late November. Okay, not December as I stated earlier. So I'm sorry for that. Then of course, they have graduate courses here, but the scholarship we are considering is for undergraduate. So if you are a graduate and you are still watching this, please, you can check this out. So then undergraduate taught programs. So these are the programs that are taught in Vietnamese language. They have 40 undergraduate programs taught in Vietnamese language. If you scroll down, you will see them: business admin, under business, they have all this, so please just take your time to look at it. Under electrical and electronics engineering, so all these are taught in Vietnamese language. Again, if the program you desire to study is done in Vietnamese language, all you need to do is when you get secure your admission, you take the 1 year Vietnamese language. So these are the undergraduate programs that are taught in English language. So we have under business, we have business admin, finance, accounting. Under engineering, electronics and electrical engineering, with the focus of automation and control, information technology, software engineering, computer science, civil, and these are the courses that are done in English. So please take note. Then the equivalent of English certificate. This is the equivalent. I wouldn't know if this particular school will accept certificate from your secondary school stating that the medium of instruction was English. I don't know if they will accept that, but this is the equivalent to the IELTS that they talked about. So these are the tests, and these are the scores here. So if IELTS is what you are going in, so these are the scores that you're expected to have. For TOEFL, this is it. For Cambridge, and these are the scores you are expected to have in the listening, writing, speaking, and so that's that. Then the admission procedure. So let's check out the admission procedure. These are the steps. You visit their website. We are here already. Then step two, send required documents for application to this. So all the documents for your application, we will see the required documents shortly. These are the documents you send to this email here. You will see that in the application. I'll place the home page here. Then you'll be able to navigate. I may paste this too if I don't forget, but please, should in case I forget, just navigate for yourself till you get to this application procedure so you could see the email. Then we've seen that already. Then the step three is aptitude test. So for late November, if you are qualified, I think you'll be writing an aptitude test. I don't know if the aptitude test is specific to the courses we saw earlier on, such as architecture, design, and the rest. So for some programs, they said an aptitude test will be taken. I don't know if it is before the if this aptitude test is for any is for is irrespective of the course you apply. So just get your mind prepared. And then the step four, application review, they review your application. Step five, the notification of results by late December. Then step six, uh, for those who will not get scholarship, payment of tuition fee, and while those with scholarship will skip this step six. Then step seven, eligible applicant provide TDTU international team additional document and information for visa. Okay, preparation for your visa. Step 8, this is step 8. Please take your time to read the step. TDTU international team apply visa for eligible applicants and notify the visa result. Okay, so very good. The school is the one applying your visa, applying for your visa for you. Then step 9, eligible applicant book flight. Step 10, applicant check into their dormitory. Step 11, attending orientation. Then congratulations, welcome to TDTU. So this is my prayer that you get to this congratulatory stage in Jesus' name. Okay, so then the application forms and documents. So we are going to scroll down to where the application forms and documents are. The first thing you need to do is to download the form right here. So once you hit on this link, you download the form. This is how the form is. It's quite simple and direct to fill. So please, I won't waste time about it. Just your family name, your surname, your middle name, your given name. So date of birth, your gender, and the rest. You get it. It's quite simple. So it's a two-page form. Okay, this is it here, page one of two. So it's a two-page form. Kindly download and fill the form. It's one of the things, it's inclusive in the document that you shall be submitting to the university. Then another one is your high school diploma. They say translate into Vietnamese or English. That is, if your high school diploma, your secondary school is not in English or Vietnamese, you have to translate either to Vietnamese or English. Then a notarized public and authenticated by applicant's local state department. So this is good. So the way you can either notarize your secondary school certificate is either you go to a public notary. This is quite the easiest way. Depending on the public notary firm that you visit, it's quite cheap. Yes, there was a time I was applying to a particular university in China. That's what I did to notarize my copy. I didn't need, and it was accepted. Uh, Although it was as yes, it was accepted. I submit and they did not make any complaint. I went through various stages, but I didn't end up getting the scholarship anyway. So I think at the last stage I was dropped. Uh, so then you have this high school diploma. It can also be notarized by the Vietnamese diplomatic body at your country. So that is talking about the Vietnamese embassy. So if the Vietnamese embassy is far from you, You don't need to worry yourself much. Just go to a public doctor. You can Google it in whatever country you are. That's what I did, and I came across. I googled the public doctor in the state I was residing, and the result came out. I just identified the closest one to where I was living. I extracted their number, called them, and went there, and it was done within 30 minutes. So, in fact, if not if not for the fact that I had to navigate my way. In fact, after I met with them, it was less than 10 minutes and I had my document notarized. Then your transcript and academic record is the third document. Your passport or ID card is the fourth document. They said if not in English, you do this and notarize public. So you have to notarize your ID, your passport. Don't worry, whatever you are notarizing is not the original copy. So you make photocopies and they notarize the photocopies. Then the photocopy is what you are going to scan and send to the school. So hard copies hard copy as applicant arrive Vietnam. So you are not sending your hard copy anywhere. You are holding it with you until you get to Vietnam. Then 5, health certificate. Okay, so just go through it. I think there was a place where they say the health certificate should not be older than 6 months. Then international student profile. I don't know what this is. I didn't download it. It's quite simple. I'm not sure it's going to be anything difficult, so you have to download it. It's one of the requirements. Then international commitment form is another requirement. Download it and fill it. Just hit here, hit here. Then a health certificate issued by the authorized bodies in Vietnam. I think this procedure is conducted only in Vietnam. So this you will not, for international students, you don't have to worry yourself about this. You get to do this when you arrive Vietnam. So guys, then if you are for Cambodian applicant, refer here. For Laotian applicants, you refer here. For international applicants, please refer here. Then this is the scholarship. What the scholarship entails. Uh, it's the types of scholarship is either partial or fully funded, and it's for undergraduate, 12 major, the ones that are taught in English. So we've seen them already. Then the duration is 4 to 5 years. That is 5 years if you are studying pharmacy, inclusive in the scholarship includes your tuition fee. So you are not paying a tuition fee, and your what do you call it, dormitory fee is covered in this scholarship, your accommodation and tuition. Then for partial scholarship, you have 50 to 75%, then your accommodation is free. So you see, and compared to other uh, Asian, European, or American country, tuition here is not too expensive. So I tried to check the tuition on one of the pages. I didn't see it. They said the tuition is coming soon, but I'm very, very sure that the tuition is not going to be too much. So even if it's partial scholarship that you end up getting, your 50 to 75% of your tuition fee will be waived, and all you'll be required to pay is either 50% or 25%, whichever, and your accommodation is completely free of charge. Then the scholarship will be renewed each year if students meet the retention criteria. It means they use a grading system of 10 points, so it means you must not go below 6 points if you want your scholarship to be renewed. Otherwise, you have to start paying the program, the tuition for yourself. Similarly, for the Vietnamese language, the same thing applies. So I'm not going to go through all this. So please, you can take your time to go through it. Okay, the only thing I'm going to do here is for those of us that may want to, for one reason or the other, want to apply to take the Vietnamese language class. The scholarship includes 100% tuition fee for the Vietnamese language class. So you are not paying, and it's going to be for a year. Then similarly, for the full scholarship, you enjoy that, and for the partial scholarship, you enjoy that. So the difference between the full and the partial scholarship is just that in the partial, only from 50 to 75% of your tuition will be covered. So guys, this is it. uh, I wish you all the best. uh, may God favor you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.